Hi everyone, I was asked a question, someone wrote a comment about, what was the comment about? It was when he plays in front of someone, he tends to freeze up, or he tends to perform differently in front of someone than when he plays on his own. And for sure, when people are looking at you, when it's very quiet, when everything that you play is heard, your performance changes. And so, what was this question to me? Should pull up the question. I think it was, I'm not sure what the question was, but I'm going to speak about performing in front of people. So no matter what, even if the camera's in front of me, I'll perform differently than if the camera wasn't here, than if I was playing for myself. I'll play outside sometimes here in the garden, and that's different than playing in the town square or in the farmer's market. I think the act of observation changes the way that someone acts, and especially because we're performing for someone, we know they're watching us, that changes. So maybe the question was, what are some tips on playing correctly? So let me think about that a little bit. I should have thought about it a little bit before. So when I play at the farmer's market, I usually start off with a song that's slow and fitting to my environment. I'll usually start off with Charlotte mit Nacht. Essentially, it's to try and get into a groove. It's a song I'm very comfortable with. It's a song that draws people's attention to the accordion. It's a song that highlights the accordion sound. I like it. It has those two notes together that I think is really nice. And it lets me get into a groove. It's not overly complicated. My fingers get to warm up a bit. Why am I saying that? When it comes time to perform in front of someone, whether it's a friend or at an event, or a parent, or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whatever it is, all those things have to apply too, I think. Number one, you have to be comfortable with a song. Don't try and perform a song that you're not comfortable with. By comfort, I mean whether it's a complicated song, whether it's a fast song, whether it's a song that's easy but you don't know. Don't play a song that you don't know and you aren't comfortable with. If you're more comfortable with just improvisation, really go for it and tell whoever it is that you're performing, hey, I'm just going to improvise a little bit. I'll let the accordion sing for me. I'll share one story. When I was single, I think I started the channel, started playing accordion, and probably about 6 years ago, I was in my building, and my go-to song to play when anyone would come up to me and say, hey, play us a song, because I used to carry the accordion everywhere, was the Godfather Waltz. And I remember running into some girls in my building, and, I wanted to impress them. We caught each other in the hallway and they're like, play us a song. And I remember starting the Godfather Waltz theme song, and just playing a little bit of an intro. And I knew that song really well, and I knew how to make that song shine. And it was a very special moment. Just everyone froze and I played, and it was a really special moment. So again, what do we take away from that story? Be comfortable with the song. Make sure it's a song that you know well. Make sure it's a song that you know how to make the accordion shine on, whether it's switching sounds, like on the Godfather theme song when it goes to... you switch sounds, which sounds really nice on the accordion. Makes the instrument shine. My suggestion, I'm not sure if the song that you were playing for your friend that made you freeze up, or whether it was a difficult passage, but I find that a slow waltz is really special to play, or a waltz in general on the accordion. I like to do that, I really feel that rhythm, and I think, in my opinion, it really shines on the accordion. So play a song that's a nice waltz, maybe the Shostakovich. And I like to play slower than usual. that song, the Talianska, I like to play those songs more when I see someone on the street and they're like, hey, play us a song. I don't play the Leonard Cohen Hallelujah. Actually, Hallelujah I would play. Usually songs with words are a little bit tougher to express on the accordion, I find, or it requires a little bit more effort. Songs with a heavy melody, great. La Vie en Rose, despite there being lyrics to it. That's really nice. It makes the accordion shine, especially if you practice it. Versus, you know, I love Joni Mitchell. It's hard for me to play her on the accordion if someone says, hey, play us a song. It's tough. Like that rhythm, beautiful song, the circle game, but a little bit harder to play for someone. I guess to answer your question, let's say let's say your friend asks you to play the circle game. You know it; it's a beautiful song. Play it. See where you're having difficulty. If you're playing it very fast, if you're nervous when you play, I guess find out where you're stumbling. If it's the act of performing, perform more and more until you become more of a natural at it. You don't have to look people in the face. I tend to look away when I perform. Sort of find your own speed and comfort. Play slowly. Again, I'm going to say it's magical that any of us play accordion. It's a forgotten instrument. So first of all, A+ for playing it. Your friend will love whatever it is that you play for them. So take your time, be slow, make the accordion breathe yourself, and then just get into it. Don't be afraid of moving and of expression. If you're bold enough and if you have a town around you and it's legal to do it, go out and play in a park for kids, go out and play on the street. I learned the accordion I was a bit younger, by walking around my neighborhood. I lived in a suburb and I would literally walk the streets and play the accordion. And that's what made me comfortable. And then I would go out and play on the streets, and I would go to the children's park and play for the children and play for the daycare. And now still playing in the backyard and farmers markets. The more you play, the more you'll get your own style, the more you'll become comfortable with your own movements and styles of playing, and the more you'll open up to people, and people I think will be receptive to your style of playing. Still, if I'm at home and my wife asks me to play or someone asks me to play and I'm very close to them, I'll stumble and probably make mistakes depending on the songs that I choose. It's a lot harder to your instrument is your voice, to shine in a room. But still, do it, practice, perfect the song, find a great song that you really like to perform. All you need is a repertoire of 2 or 3 songs, and that's what you need to perform. I hope that helps. Let me know. Sorry I stumbled around a bit and maybe the stories are irrelevant, but let me know exactly where you're stumbling and I can answer that as well. Thank you.